It often begins not with a bang, but with a quiet, creeping confusion, a feeling that something is off. You start to question your own thoughts, your own reactions. It's like you're constantly trying to solve a puzzle where the pieces keep changing shape. You feel drained, but you can't quite put your finger on why. That feeling is not your imagination, it's a signal. Today, we're not just talking about arrogance or selfishness. We are pulling back the curtain on 7 specific, often subtle behaviors that are telltale signs of a true narcissist. Understanding these isn't about labeling people, it's about protecting your own peace. Let's get straight into it. Number 1, the unspoken throne. This goes far beyond simple confidence. This is a deep, unshakable belief in their own superiority. They might not always say, "I'm better than you," but they live it in every interaction. It's in the way they'll correct your grammar in a casual conversation, not to be helpful, but to establish dominance. It's how they'll dismiss your favorite movie as simple, or your passion project as cute. Their opinions are presented as facts. Your experiences, on the other hand, are treated as anecdotal, emotional, or just plain wrong. There is no debate, only a lecture. They are the judge, jury, and executioner of what is good, what is right, and what is intelligent. You will find yourself constantly feeling like you need to prove your worth to them, to pass some invisible test. But the test is rigged. You can never win, because the goal isn't for you to succeed. It's to constantly reinforce their position on that unspoken throne. They sit above the common rules of life, and from their high perch, everyone else just looks small. The air around them is thick with their own importance, and it slowly suffocates the self-esteem of anyone who gets too close. Number 2, the emotional black hole. Have you ever tried to share something that deeply hurt you, only to have the conversation somehow become about them? This is the hallmark of a narcissist. They have a stunning inability to genuinely connect with the emotions of others. It's not that they don't understand feelings on a textbook level, it's that they don't feel them from you. Your joy is a threat to their spotlight. Your sadness is an inconvenience, or worse, a chance for them to talk about a time they were even sadder. When you're hurting, they don't lean in with comfort. They get annoyed or get distant. Your pain is a burden to them. They might offer a quick, hollow phrase like, "That's tough," before immediately steering the conversation back to their favorite subject, themselves. This is why relationships with them feel so lonely. You can be in the same room, pouring your heart out, and feel like you are talking to a beautifully crafted statue. It can see you, it can hear the words, but it cannot absorb the feeling. To them, your feelings are not a shared experience. They are a foreign language they have no interest in learning. Number 3, the reality bender. This is one of the most damaging traits, and it's a tactic known as gaslighting. It's a slow erosion of your sanity. They will deny saying things you distinctly remember them saying. They will twist your words to make you sound unreasonable or unstable. They will create elaborate narratives where they are the victim and you are the aggressor, even when they started the conflict. For example, they might make a hurtful joke at your expense in front of friends. When you confront them later, they won't say, "I'm sorry, that was mean." They will say, "You're too sensitive," or "Can't you take a joke? Everyone else thought it was funny." Suddenly, the problem isn't their behavior, it's your reaction to it. Over time, this constant reality bending makes you second guess everything. You start to think, maybe I am too sensitive, maybe I did overreact. This is their goal. A person who doesn't trust their own perception is a person who is easy to control. They aren't just lying, they are actively rewriting your reality to fit their needs. Their version of the past is not a memory, it is a weapon. Number 4, the applause addiction. A narcissist needs admiration like we need oxygen. This is called narcissistic supply. It's the praise, attention, and validation they constantly hunt for. Their self-worth is entirely external, without an audience to tell them they are brilliant, handsome, successful, or special. They feel like they don't exist. This is why they will dominate every conversation, turning it into a performance of their greatest hits. They'll boast about their achievements, their connections, their possessions. They fish for compliments relentlessly. "People at work just can't believe how quickly I solved that problem," they might say, waiting for you to chime in with awe. Their social media is often a carefully curated museum of their own perfection. But if the applause stops, or if someone dares to criticize them, their whole world crumbles. They cannot handle being ignored. This endless need for admiration is not a sign of self-love. In fact, it is the opposite. It's a gaping hole in their soul that they are desperately trying to fill with the approval of others. Number 5, the world owes them. A narcissist moves through the world with a staggering sense of entitlement. They genuinely believe they deserve special treatment. Rules are for other people. Cues are for other people. The normal give and take of social contracts does not apply to them. They expect you to drop everything to meet their needs, but will rarely inconvenience themselves for you. They will expect the best table at a restaurant without a reservation, get angry when a store policy applies to them, or feel personally insulted by traffic. In a relationship, this translates to them expecting you to cater to their schedule, their preferences, and their moods, without any thought for your own. If you fail to anticipate their needs, they see it as a personal offense. You didn't just forget to pick up their favorite snack. You actively disrespected them. This isn't just selfishness. It's a fundamental worldview where they are the main character of the universe, and everyone else is just a supporting actor whose job is to make their life easier. They don't ask for favors. They issue commands dressed up as requests. Number 6, you are just a tool. To a narcissist, people are not friends, partners, or family. People are resources. They are objects to be used for personal gain. This gain can be money, status, connections, or simply narcissistic supply. They form relationships based on a cold, calculated assessment of what you can do for them. They will be incredibly charming and attentive at the beginning, a phase often called love bombing. They shower you with affection and make you feel like the most special person in the world. But this isn't about you. This is the investment phase. They are grooming you. Once they have you hooked, the mask begins to slip. They will ask for favors they would never return. They will use your connections to get ahead. They will drain you of your emotional energy to fuel their own ego. When you are no longer useful, or when you start to set boundaries, they will discard you with a chilling lack of emotion. It's like throwing away a broken appliance. For them, the relationship was never a bond. It was a transaction. You were not a partner. You were a stepping stone. Number 7, the fragile ego behind the mask. For all their talk of superiority and confidence, the narcissist is built on a foundation of sand. Beneath the grand facade is an incredibly fragile ego that cannot handle the slightest bit of criticism. They can dish out insults all day long, but they cannot take even the most gentle, constructive feedback. If you question their judgment or point out a mistake, they don't just disagree, they erupt. This is often called narcissistic rage. It can be an explosive tantrum with yelling and threats, or it can be a cold, silent punishment where they withdraw all affection and communication to make you suffer. The reaction is always wildly out of proportion to the situation. You might suggest a more efficient way to load the dishwasher, and they will react as if you have questioned their entire existence. This hypersensitivity reveals the truth. Their grandiosity is not real confidence. It is a defense mechanism. It's a paper-thin mask they wear to hide their own feelings of worthlessness. Their rage is not strength. It is the panic of a cornered animal, terrified that you have seen the real, insecure person hiding underneath. Recognizing these patterns is the first, most powerful step you can take. It's not about fighting them or changing them. That's a battle you will likely never win. It's about seeing the behavior for what it is, not as a reflection of your own shortcomings, but as a map of their inner world. It is the key to detaching, protecting your energy, and reclaiming your own reality. The confusion you felt was your mind trying to make sense of the senseless. Now, you have the clarity. If this video helped you connect some dots or offered you a moment of clarity, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content that helps you navigate the complexities of human behavior. And now, I want to hear from you. It can be incredibly validating to know you're not alone in these experiences. So please, share in the comments below. Which of these 7 signs was the biggest light bulb moment for you? Sharing your experience can help someone else in this community feel seen and understood. Thank you for watching. Remember, knowledge is the first step toward peace. Take care of yourselves.